And we're back with another episode of For the Culture. Parent for the grandparent. This week is a special episode. This episode will be the Blerds Corner. All right, we got a special guest with us today. My man Teddo. I met him at BlurCon. Go ahead, give him a quick shout out, my man.
Yes, sir. What's going on? I'm Teddo. I'm one of the founders of my own podcast, the NWA podcast, which stands for Nerds with Assessments. I ran into my man at BlurCon at a we was at where was that? We was in that panel that never happened.
Yeah.
That going over and just started networking and everything,
Networking, that's right. Yep.
That's how I ended up here.
So that's right. And I met him up and I was like, I got to invite him to the podcast. A podcast invite to the podcast? Well, that makes perfect sense, especially for the first episode of Blerds Corner. And,
Yeah.
And for this segment, we're going to talk about more Blerd-centric stuff. All right, a little bit more narrow spectrum, but if it branches out to the other popular stuff, then it is what it is.
Right.
For this moment, I'm going to introduce y'all to one of my favorite comic book series that I was reading most recently. It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm sure a lot of y'all remember this when we watched it when we was little. They redid it. They brought it back to modern day. It's a great take from when Tommy joined the team, and it's almost an alternate. It's not almost. It's actually an alternate timeline. I don't want to get too deep into it. You get a moment, go pick it up. The animation, not the animation. The graphics are pretty good. You know, they spent some good money on these.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure by Boom Studios, they actually got 3 series. So make sure if you want to start off with Mighty Morphin. Don't pick up the other ones because it's going to spoil it for you.
Now, see, I'm not a big comic book person, right? Like, I read them a little bit growing up or whatever, but that's not really my twist now. But if something's going to get me back, it's going to be an OG Power Rangers comic book.
Not the OG. If anything's going to get me, it's going to be the OG Power. If you want to see Tommy go hard, get you
All right, I gotta know. If it's a spoiler, if it's too heavy of a spoiler, don't tell me. But do he come in wrecking shop like he did in the old show where he came in and wrecked all the Power Rangers and had the flute and all that?
You know what's funny? He does come in and wreck shop. But what Tommy is the Tommy wrecking shop?
Again. Oh, because it's 2 now. Oh, right. Okay. All right, that actually sounds dope. I like that. I like that.
Tommy come in. Tommy is exactly who you wanted to. Basically, he is who he should have been throughout that run.
Okay. I like Tommy. Ain't Tommy still on the Power Rangers today in real life?
I think he just like officially retired last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, because I know he had his run is crazy. He's been on the show forever.
Yeah, I think he said he's done as of last year. So
you know what they should do, and I'm gonna copyright this right now, right? This idea. They should make him Zordon. He should transcend and become Zordon.
You know, why not? He got enough good energy in him, man.
You know what I mean?
My man he gotta have enough.
Come on. He can't keep throwing them kicks, you know what I'm saying? He's about 45, 50 years old now, you know what I'm saying? But he could be Zordon, you know what I'm saying? That could be the whole head of the thing. He's finding new Power Rangers, you know what I mean?
Why not? If not Zordon, he can be that person underneath Zordon, whoever that assistant is.
Like, oh no, not not him. Not I. What's his name?
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. Yeah. Nah, he can't be Alfalfa. That's demeaning, man.
Did you know that Tommy was actually like a world champion in martial arts in real world?
I didn't know that actually. Like I know a lot of the other ones weren't really martial arts trained. Like they just, did the stunts and all that, which is cool. But he was actually legitimately like a world-class martial artist.
Like my man was out there like scoring.
No, he was out here for real. Like it make me look at the show a little different too, knowing that.
Hey, I think that's why they keep bringing him back. He was like, well, damn, at least somebody know martial arts. Let's just bring him back.
Yeah.
Yo, so I know we mentioned BlurCon, and let me say BlurCon just happened recently up in Arlington, Virginia. It'll be back next year. I already bought my tickets for next year. I'm gonna be there for sure.
Was this your first time going?
My second. This is our second time going now.
Okay, this was also my second run too.
Oh, back.
I went back in 2018.
Yeah.
And then obviously I didn't make it. Was it 2019? I think it was 2019. I went 2019 and then COVID.
Right.
So I took 2 years off for COVID and I came back for this draw. So this one felt better than the first one. The first one was a little overwhelming. I wasn't used to so much melanin and nerdiness at the same time. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit overwhelming, but this time I knew what to expect, and so I was able to be a little more open, a little more free. Did you dress up? Did you cosplay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Who did you
yeah.
cosplay as?
Okay, I had my man. Dang, I almost forgot now. My man from Hockey, King of the Court. Missy Me? No, Kisame? No, I forgot his dang on name. But my man, King of the Court from Hockey, the volleyball, that volleyball anime, easily
Okay.
top notch anime tier. And the second day, I was Miles Morales.
Oh, okay. Dope, dope, dope.
One of the, I think it was like 8 of us there. I
Oh
think
no, it was a bunch of Miles Moraleses. I
yeah.
wasn't even pretending like I saw you because I have no idea. It was like 80 of y'all running around, but it
Hey,
was cool though. I only dressed up in one cosplay. I was Blade on Saturday.
that's a dope fit.
Yeah, so I was Blade. I ran into one other Blade down there. That was dope. It was
Yeah,
just dope, man. It was a real cool experience, bro.
an amazing experience, bro.
One of the things I like about it the most is like it's such a chill vibe, and it's like it feels like it's no aggression, like everybody here just to have a good time and live it up. Like where else can you go and you just walk up to people and be like, yo, you look real dope, can I get a picture, blah blah blah,
Exactly.
and people be like, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely, and immediately turn into the character. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll
Hey,
strike
they
a
nailed
pose
it.
or do whatever. Like
Committed. Some of these cats are
committed, bro.
committed.
Like I'm telling you, when the four people that asked for my picture, right? Because it wasn't a lot, but when they asked for my picture, I was like, oh, absolutely. I pulled my stakes out. I got my glasses on. I'm posing. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get in character, man. And everybody has that same attitude, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. That band, that marching band on Friday, bro.
We missed the marching band. Checking in. I
Woo.
mean, we had to go around the block to get back around. I was like, come on, man.
Man, listen, that marching band was killing it, bro. They wouldn't even just like a marching band, right? They done their whole set. Now they packing up the van or whatever, and the drummer's still drumming on the outside. Like they still getting it in, man. It was crazy.
We saw them go up the escalator. That's as much as the band we saw. We saw
Oh
them
man.
on the escalator.
Oh man, they killed it though. They definitely killed it. It was dope.
That's what's
They
up.
definitely
I'm
killed it.
glad.
What was your favorite part of BlurCon?
I want to say the cosplayers, like the cosplay contest this year. So we went last year and this year, and last year cosplay contest was cool, right? It was cool, but this year I feel like they escalated, and of course the people that were there this year probably didn't even see the people from last year, but they escalated it to like they took it to another level.
Right.
Um, the phone bill cat, the dude who did the Monster Hunter armor, and
Yo, that Monster Hunter armor,
tough,
bro.
tough. It was tough,
Yo,
dog.
it was tough. Yeah. You know you're cosplay crazy when you can barely make it up the steps to the stage.
Hey,
Like,
when we
yo.
pulled up, when we pulled up, he was getting his stuff out in the car, him and his lady, and he was
Uh,
like just setting it up in the garage because he couldn't carry it all in there, so he was laying it on the ground in the garage. I was like, bro, that's whatever he putting together about to be tight. And then I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, nah, that was dope. Him, the boy that did Master Chief from Halo, that was
Yep,
dope.
yep.
The girl that won, her costume was dope. The only issue I had with it is that we couldn't really, because I was all the way in the back, so I couldn't really see what made it so special that it won. You know what I mean? I know the lady talked about how intricate the pattern and the details and stuff was, and how much work she put into it, and I get it, but we wasn't able to see it up close. So for me, I was like, well, I don't. How did that the big John ain't win? And you know what I mean? It just didn't
Yeah.
make sense to me. So I think they got to I mean, not to critique BlurCon, crazy now, but just like you know what I mean, maybe give it a chance for everybody to get like a really good look at it or something like
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't really make sense to me, and I like that the girl tried to explain it. Like, nah, y'all don't understand what we're seeing up here.
Yeah, she
Like, this
really
is
did. She was like,
crazy.
you got to know, she did this all hand. Like she sewn
Yeah,
this, she stitched that, she did that. She made the color of the wings. Like she had to mix that, and then
right.
I was like, oh,
And I'm like, all right, cool. I definitely respect the artistry, right? But
that's
without knowing that information and just seeing it visually,
yeah.
it didn't really make sense to me. Although I'm gonna say, out of all the cosplayers, her energy was probably the best.
Oh, she
Like she
matched.
probably got the character down the
Yes,
best.
sir. She matched that Jake for
She did
sure.
the JoJo pose. I was like, oh, okay.
Had the lead in there. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Kudos, kudos. You
Yeah.
work. You work. Hey, for anybody who only doing the listen, y'all might want to go check out the visual side. I'm gonna post up some of the pictures that we're talking about on the cosplay contest. So if y'all want to see the visuals, make sure you go find us on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. If you enjoyed listening to the details, I mean, you can just continue doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
And
it was dope.
what was your favorite part?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like it's a lot of parts that I liked a lot, but I think my favorite part was probably the comedy show, but specifically, what's the girl name? Roxy.
Yeah, she came back
She
again.
murdered. The first bull was cool. I liked the first bull. He grew on me towards the end, and I really liked him towards the end. But
Yeah.
she had this energy from start to finish that, like, Lord, like she had the best set to me. Like I
All
liked
right.
Orlando Jones too. He was all right, but she stole it. She could have closed the show, honestly. Like she killed it. Like she killed it. And I had a chance to meet her a little bit after the show. She was mad cool too. Like her vibe, her whole energy was just mad cool. But that
She
was probably
seemed
my
down to
favorite part. I'm
earth.
a big
If
comedy
I
fan
had to
too.
assess, I was like, yeah, she seemed pretty. She is what she give you. I mean, what she give you is what she is. And I was like, yeah, that's
Oh
pretty.
no, it's no difference between being on stage and being in real life. It's exactly the same, bro. And it's refreshing. It's real nice.
Yeah, that's dope. Did you go to her performance afterwards? You know, she was in the concert too.
Yeah, I caught some of it. I didn't really. I caught some of it, and I caught the girl. What's her name? Afro Cocoa Puff or something like that. The joint
Yeah.
up like, you can't tell me who I can and can't cosplay. I caught her set. And it was cool. You know what? Scratch that. I mean, the comedy show the best event that I went to. But I think one of the best things about it was I kept running into a lot of people that I follow, like on TikTok and social media and stuff like
No.
that.
Yeah.
And I would say a strong 99% of them were so inviting and cool and like not really what I was expecting from like I don't want to say minor celebrity, but you know how when people start getting a little fame on them or whatever, you know what I mean, they feel like they're a little bigger or whatever.
Oh
Like I had a
yeah.
chance to hang
Brush
out
you
with a
off
couple.
real quick. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Like I had a chance to hang out with a couple people that I only see on social media and stuff, and they was mad cool. Like they wasn't trying to just brush me off for the next person. Like they legitimately engaged in conversation. Like I hung out with a couple of them, you know what I mean, just on some humble shit, but like just hung out and it was mad cool. Like I don't want to drop no names because I don't want to be hyped, but you know what I'm saying. But I but I got to hang out with a couple of them and it was such a good experience, bro. Like because
Got
you
you.
know how you ever meet like a celebrity and they just don't be what you want them to be.
Nah,
Like
not for real. It's real quick. It don't even make. It's barely eye contact, right? It's like, all right, cool, yeah, nice to see you. All right,
yeah,
cool.
I've only had I don't want to name drop or talk about where I work at, but I meet celebrities on occasion and like I met one celebrity. I guess I can tell you who it was. It was Black Thought from the Roots.
Yo,
Yo, hands down my favorite rapper. And like they tell you not to meet your heroes, I would disagree. He was so cool to talk to, bro.
thank goodness. I thought you were about to tell me the opposite. I was about to be so
Nah, 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 nah.
devastated. I
Man,
was
cool to
about to
talk
be
to,
so
bro.
devastated.
Like I feel like, and here's the thing, right? I don't want to take credit for anything that he's ever done, right? But remember he dropped that 10-minute freestyle?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
It was a couple years ago. He had a 10-minute freestyle he did on Funk Flex, like kind of out of nowhere. And like it broke the internet. Like people was going crazy because he just went off for 10 whole minutes, right? And so I met him like a week before that. And I feel like I inspired that a little bit.
Word.
No, I didn't. But I tell people that all the time.
I'm like, tell me more.
No, I was just hyping him up. Like I was like, bro, I'm a big fan, da da da. And then people didn't really know who he was. Like some people didn't know who he was. And I was like, how did they not know who you are, bro? Like you da da da. He was
I
like,
get it. I
he was
get
just
it.
so he was like, yeah, different strokes for different folks or whatever he said. It was cool what he said. But he was like, not everything's for everybody or whatever. And I was like, nah, but you should be for everybody. Like, da
He
da da.
is. I mean, no, he really is. But you got to find him. You know, he ain't in your face with a lot of stuff. He ain't up there
True.
looking for clout and all this. So you gotta be for him to find you. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, that
Dang,
was dope. So
that's
it,
dope.
it gave me those type of vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Meeting people that I'm a fan of and having them just be real cool and receptive to like having conversations and stuff. I really like that aspect of it. That was real cool.
Yeah. Dang. I don't know if I met anybody for real because I don't know, man. One, I'm not killing on social media. I'm not. I be like, I scroll through real quick and I close that thing in like 5 minutes. I gotta get a little bit deeper onto it. I tell you what, you said there was no aggression. I'm like, did you go to the arcade station?
I breezed through lightly. I mean, but that's different. What you mean by aggression? Like, because it's
Hey,
different
bro,
in a
some
in a
cats
heated
came over to them
competition.
sticks. Some people came over to the sticks looking for smoke off jump.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't mean that's different. That's competition. That's not really. That's just competition. You know what I mean? Like I think what I mean by aggression is like it was all positive energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got my ass whooped on a game or two. You know what I'm saying? I was playing this one joint. I don't even remember what it was now. It might have been a Capcom Street Fighter or whatever it was. And I was warming. My little brother came with me. I was warming him up on that joint, right? Warming him up. Some kid sat down next to me. He's like, "You mind if I play?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on. I'm gonna warm you up too." He washed me, bro. Washed me. I was like, "Oh, hold up, run that back." I had him run it back on me too, and washed me a second time, bro. Gave me a second wash, rinse and repeat. Yo.
Hey, bro, I would have been looking at the sticks like, hey, bro, it gotta be the button. This can't be like.
Here's
gotta be.
Here's the craziest part. You know, normally you get washed, you got to get up and leave. He just got up and left. Like, it ain't even no competition. He just got up and left. I was like, hold up. Like, yo. He trashed me, bro.
You said the kid came in, dropped him off, and then left.
Just trashed me. I didn't even play that. I couldn't play that game for the rest of the weekend. I just put it down. You know what? It's not for me.
Hey, I will say, I stick to Smash Brothers. I don't even get on this. I don't get on Tekken. I don't get on Street Fighter. I don't get on Virtual Fighter. I don't get on none of those because I know people play those with ill intent. You get on those, you gotta expect to get juggled to the end of the match.
Yeah, once your feet leave the ground, you might as well just put your controller down.
You can put the controller down. I avoid those I swear I do. So I'm over there on Smash, and I'm having a good old time. And I think I won 4 straight at this point. I'm like, yeah, this I'm rolling. This younger cat walks up, and he's like, "Hey, can I play?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I never go in there with that super aggression. So I pick off characters and just go in there and try to have some fun. And I think I had Young Link.
Okay.
Even there were Dr. Mario, and we started, and he immediately hit me with that Mario spike, and I was like, "Oh, he's serious."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this dude, he got ill intent. And so now I'm out here trying hard stuff. And I beat him by 1 stock. And I was like, bro, I did not come out here to struggle like this.
Right. I'm trying to have fun. I'm picking random characters I want
to play with. First life. On the first life, dog. All right, let me go ahead. You know what it is. Let me go ahead and slide my chair back.
Yep. Lean forward, both feet on the ground. Here we go.
Let me activate Ultra Instincts. We got to get serious now. Oh my goodness. Okay. All the fun's out the way. Tell us more about this NWA podcast.
Okay. So the NWA podcast, speaking of which, my homie calling me now. But anyway, speaking of the NWA podcast, this has been a baby of mine since I would say late 2018, early 2019. So we are a solid 3 seasons deep. And we started off, I mean, we've been through all the struggles between equipment and all kinds of stuff, bro. We've been through all the struggles. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm gonna try and do a panel at BlerdCon next year about setting up and running a podcast, just because I feel like I've been through all the pitfalls. So I know how to navigate that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be useful information for somebody. A quick 30-minute tutorial on how to do different things or whatever. Nothing crazy. But we started off, me and my homie started off with the idea of having a podcast because we watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV, a lot of anime, stuff like that. And we always find that we're talking about it. And usually we lose ourselves in a conversation and people around us be like, yo, y'all need a show. Y'all funny. The way y'all talking about it, da, da, da. And we was like, yeah, we probably should do a show. Ha, 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 ha. And then a couple months later, we started the show. You know what I mean? And it just started growing from there. I really enjoyed the camaraderie that we've developed. It's 4 people on there. It's me, my man Rel, my man Reese, and my girl Taya. Right. So we all link up. We try and link up in person because we like that in-person energy.
Right.
We have our assignments for the week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. We see whatever we're supposed to see. We come back. We don't even talk until we meet up on the podcast. I mean, we'll talk, but we don't mention nothing about what we saw.
Right.
We want everything to be fresh and organic. I want reactions to be like, what? You like that, John? I can't believe. I want all of that. Right. I don't want nobody. I want people to be caught off guard by other people's opinions, all of that. So So we really got to a point where, we're trying to get like a nice structure to the podcast. You know what I mean? But ultimately, we talk about movies mostly. We like to do new releases and stuff like that. But that also opens up the door for older movies too, because a lot of stuff is remakes or sequels or something like that. So it gives us a chance to go back a little bit too. And we also have segments where we'll just review old stuff just because. We talk about TV shows, whatever we find interesting, or like at the time, whether it be currently streaming or not currently streaming, currently airing or streaming, like on Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like we'll have a segment called "What to Watch." And we'll be like, all right, on Hulu is this, on Netflix is that, on Prime is this. You know what I mean? And then we'll hit movies. We try to hit new releases, give you a week to watch it because we spoil heavily immediately. So so we try and give you all a week to watch it, and then we review it and put it out within a couple of days. So we try to make sure that you're not getting spoiled right off, like, dang, I was just about to go see that, you're on an L, you know what I mean? So that's how we like to operate. But it's we're a little light on the anime because only me and my homies really in the anime, but I think we're just gonna branch that off into a separate thing anyway. But it's just it's fun, bro. Like if nobody else ever listened to my podcast, I would still do it because it's fun.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
right.
lot of fun.
You enjoy it, yeah. That's one of the say, hey, do what you love and love what you do. And I'm like, if you follow that, you'll live a happy life easily.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. And then eventually somebody's going to discover me, realize I'm very talented, and
Exactly.
give me millions of dollars to do exactly what I'm already doing. So
Exactly. Easy. That's easy. That's exactly how it's gonna work.
yeah, I wouldn't even survive if I didn't know, if I wasn't so sure that's how it's going to work.
I wouldn't survive it. Oh man. So I know when we left, Blur, you was talking about going to see Thor. Did you go see that new Thor movie?
I did, yeah, I did.
Okay, I have not. I'm going to though. I'm going to go
Okay.
this week for
So at
sure.
the very end, right? I'm just playing. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, bro.
Somebody had already told me, it's like, hey, you gotta stay. Make sure you stay for that second
Oh
trailer.
yeah, no, it's definitely too.
Or that
I keep
second.
trying to tell people it's such an amateur move to leave as the credits are going off in a Marvel movie.
Oh, for
You
sure.
can't do it
It's
no
been
more.
like 12 years now, guys. Like everybody knows.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I stay until the next movie starts up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Just in case.
I'm like these. Oh, this is okay. I remember this. All right, I can go. Like that's how I stay. You know what I'm saying? Like
The commercials in between movies, you stand until the popcorn commercial come back.
oh, I stay until I see Maria Menounos again. Like I gotta make sure I see every little detail I get.
I'm sick. Oh snap.
But yeah, but it's definitely two end credit scenes on that joint that's important. And I saw somebody talk about the importance of the second one. I'm not going to say nothing about it, but
Yeah. Somebody had that's what they told me about it at one of my shows this weekend. The guy was like, hey man, that second one is really important. And I was like, he was like, yeah, and I don't know where it's gonna lead to. And I'm like, first off, I don't know what you're talking about, and I feel like you're giving me too much information. So
right. Oh, that's right. You're a comedian.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw I didn't get a chance to look at too much of your stuff, but I saw you did a joint about getting whoopings, and that spoke to me, so I had to go check and see what that was about. And yo, that was funny, bro. That was pretty funny, bro.
I feel like it's something that everybody can relate to, make it relatable.
Yeah. Now, so BlerdCon do the comedy joint every year. You ever think about trying to get on that?
I knew a comedian. I knew the host of last year, and I knew the host of this year. Both of them are from the same area I'm in right now.
Okay, where you from?
The 757 New
Okay,
Virginia, Hampton Roads area. Yep.
okay.
Both of them do shows down here. The guy that did it this year actually has performed with. I've done a show with him. Improv theater. We also do improv comedy together at the same
Okay,
time.
okay.
I haven't seen him since BlurCon. I was like, so I wonder if I'm like, maybe he like, I'm done with his blurs. I mean, with this improv stuff. But yep, I've known both of the comedians the last 2 years that hosted the show, and I'm like, well,
Okay.
dang, if that's the case, y'all might as well. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
on the corner. Y'all might as well.
yeah. I can open up the show. Give me a tight
Yeah,
5 minutes or something. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely. I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me put that on my to-do list. Let me see what it
Yeah,
takes to open up for BlurCon.
there you go. You know what I'm saying? Host something, do something. You know what I'm saying? Get your name out there.
y'all got these other locals. Let me get in on it.
Listen, bro. So I go to BlerdCon like 80% to just enjoy my time at BlerdCon. 20% is the network though. Who am I talking to? Yo, what's up? I got a podcast. Check me out. Blah blah blah. Like I do that. Like we also do. We had a couple skits and stuff too that we've done. And we want to get back into it. It's tough, bro. Between COVID and like
Yeah.
4 adults with 4 different jobs, like it's
Four
hard,
different
man.
lives. It is.
So, but we definitely do like we have like a kind of a entertainment collective growing. You know what I mean? So we got the podcast. That's our main thing, and then we have skits on our YouTube channel. We had a couple skits on there, and then we have like a secondary show that me and my homie started. We started it just on a whim. We was on our way to go see what's the last anime movie that came out in theaters.
My Hero. No, that was
No, Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah, which is also a great show. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a movie come out in theaters, so we went down to go see it. And so on the way down, I was like, "Yo, let's record us talking about the show in anticipation for the movie." And then on the way back, we review the movie on the way back in the car.
That's
And
it.
so on the whim, he was like, "What should we call it?" I was like, "I don't know. Call it Two Fat Dudes in the Front Seat." I don't know what do you want me to say. And that's the name of the joint now. It's just so funny to say, like.
It is what it is.
No, it's funny because I mean we play me and my homie we play Call of Duty together, and sometimes like our handle, like our group name would be like Two Fat Dudes or whatever it is. Like it's just funny. Like we make fun of ourselves in that way. But that's going to be like a new thing we do because like our other 2 members don't really be into anime like that. So I'll throw him a show. Yo, you should check this joint out. Or I mean, we always watching the same shows like between like My Hero Academia or One Punch Man or whatever's the most popular stuff. We usually hit that. And like I was like, yo, that could be a segment, like just 2 fat dudes in the front seat talking about anime. Like that's dope. The name is funny enough that people will be like, what they talking about?
I'll click it. I would. I'll follow that. I'll be interested enough. I'm like, what are 2 fat dudes in the front seat doing?
Yeah, they probably eating something.
Yeah.
Oh no, they talking about anime. Oh, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir. Yes,
but yeah, but
sir.
speaking of anime, bro, you heavy in anime?
Oh, heavy in my lanes of anime. How about that?
Okay. I like how you put that because I always be like I'm heavy in the anime. People are like, oh, have you seen this, this, and this? And I'm like, no. like,
Yes, that's why I'm like,
like,
mm.
what's
Yeah.
your lane of anime?
The typical shonen stuff.
Okay.
But I like getting to the mystery janks like Psychopaths. That was pretty good one for me. And yeah, mystery or I don't know if all of those are shonen. I guess all of them count for the action series. But I tell you right now, my favorite ones happen to be like Haikyuu. So I guess sports also count. Haikyuu,
Okay.
Baki. Um,
Baki, I couldn't get into Baki. It wasn't enough story for me.
oh, story. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you asked for story. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
don't get me wrong. I love watching people just get wrecked. But I need a little more story than what they give me in Baki. I think I seen the first season of Baki, and I was like, oh, this just okay. I'll see what this is. It's just not for me.
they messed. So if the first series on Netflix, which I found out is technically the second season of the original, I was like, bro, it's like 20 years in between. How y'all gonna continue a series 20 years later and not mention the first one?
Yeah, that seems like a little odd. Like, why would you? Yeah, that seems a little odd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna continue the story, but you're not gonna tell me where the origin was.
I have no idea. You just jumping in like, so why he hate his dad again? Somebody fill me in. I'm missing something here. Like,
Yeah. Did you see? What was it? Something with God of High School.
yeah, watch that whole thing. Yeah.
So I liked it, but I didn't like the pacing of it.
No, I like the animation was cool.
Yes.
I'm a fan of fighting anime that have actual techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, this is cool to watch some, different techniques try to go against each other. But some of them fights, it was just like ready fight in scene. I'm like, well, dang, that was the whole point. Was just to let me.
But they also had one of the best anime fight scenes I've ever seen in my life. when Jin Mori was fighting somebody in the ring, and it mirrored his grandfather fighting those people in the warehouse.
Oh yeah,
Remember that scene?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That was absolutely
Technology getting
phenomenal.
crazy, man. Some of these things you see, you like that actually was really like One Piece. I be watching One Piece. I'm
Okay,
I'm one of those
so
lifers because you can't.
I have a I got a love hate relationship with One Piece. I'm like 500-600 episodes in, but I'm like a little burnt out now. Like because like I'll binge it, I'll do like 100 episodes, and I'm
That
like, oh Jesus Christ, this is a lot,
to
right?
catch up.
Because 100 episodes in real TV time is like 4 or 5 seasons, bro.
Yes, yes. Not in One Piece. That's a half a.
That's an arc. That's one
That's an
arc.
arc. Yeah.
But I made it all the way to I made it all the way where they had just left Fishman Island.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
And so now they, it's a 2 year skip. They stronger. They, you know what I mean? They just showed up. Fishman Island arc, I think, was to show off all the powers of the growth that they had.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to see what's coming next. Oh no, I'm sorry. I also did the one. What's the one with the fire and ice island? Impel Down, I think it's called.
Yeah. Oh no, that's right. The Fire and Ice Island is when they find when they meet Law.
Yeah, they meet Law. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think I just finished up that arc actually. That arc's just finishing up. But it's just so much, bro. I get burnt out. I gotta put something else on.
You gotta explain it to me. My boy put me on, and this is I used to watch when it was on WB. So
Uh,
I was caught up on like seasons 1 through 3, and then he was like, "Oh man, you got to get back into it." But this is now 15 years later, and I'm like, "All right, how many episodes?" He was like, "Yeah, they on like 799." I was like, "Good God, bro!"
yeah,
So
you're like,
it
hey.
took me a year and some change to catch up. Like, it took me a minute to catch up, but now I caught up, and now I'm like, "Hey, you won't lose me again."
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if I ever, I mean, I'll eventually catch up to it. Like I said, like sometimes I'll just sit down and put the work in. You know what I mean? And binge like 15, 20 episodes in a day.
Hmm.
But um, it's just so much. But it's such a good show, bro. Like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it so much. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. But that if you ever get a chance, you can watch Haikyuu. I think Haikyuu is still on Netflix. I'm not sure. Haikyuu and it's the basketball Karasa. No, it's not Karasuno. Um it's a basketball chain on Netflix.
Yeah,
And
I've actually seen some of that. My little brother be watching that joint, right? So I'll
man,
come in and I don't want to bully him off the TV, so I'll sit and watch watch a couple episodes with him. It's actually pretty good.
I be into it, boy, and I be in that joint like it's cool because they established that they're playing basketball in Japan and it's not the same as America. And I'm like, I'm glad y'all noticed that.
Right.
Yeah,
Because people be like, whoa, 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 whoa. They breaking so many rules out here. Like,
yeah, it's like, hey, they know American basketball is a whole nother level. They get it, but we killing it in Japan. All right, we are the killers over here, though.
right, right, right.
And so I'm like, hey, kudos to y'all for at least recognizing that much. That's dope.
So,
So
one of the things that keeps me coming back to anime is that it don't matter what the subject is, the vibe is always the same. It's always just like kind of over the top, like super extra, like, you know what I mean? Like I was watching Food Wars.
that show is,
Now I know, all right, listen, fan service aside, right?
oh yeah, fan service is on the front. They put that sucker like right there, time.
But I'm saying like the same intensity that you would watch like Naruto struggle against a real heavy opponent is the same energy he got trying to make a dish. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like, and
that's
like the
true.
energy is still the same. The subject is completely different, but the energy is always the same. I love that high intensity energy.
That's very true. But this is why I think this is what separates. This is why I don't like when they compare anime because shows like that with those high climatic scenes and whatnot, they don't match up when you put them to like Death Note. I'm like, in Death Note, you ain't gonna have no high combat scene in Death Note, but Death
Right.
Note is a really good, like it's murder mystery, but we know who did it. But it's a
Right.
really good show, like top notch.
So here's what I gotta say about Death Note, right? So Death Note is one of those joints where no, it's like hardly no fighting, but the tension is still the same
It is
because
high
it's these
tension.
two
Yes,
opponents
sir.
trying to catch each other in something, and they, you know what I'm saying? So it's like watching like an intense chess match between two
Yes,
masters, and
exactly.
like neither one of them is really making no mistakes. Like it's crazy.
Hmm.
but they
That's
build that tension up. That's a testament to what you can do with good storytelling.
yes. Yes, indeed. And I was like, I'll fight for Death Note. I mean, yeah, it ain't gonna get like I said, it ain't gonna give you the Dragon Ball Super flashing lights, cartwheels, explosions, but you'll still be on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, they did it. So kudos to them for that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I love Death Note was one of the first joints that I watched with no fighting in it, and I was like, oh, okay, all right,
Oh,
okay. Because I grew up on Dragon Ball. Like that was my twist growing up. You know what I'm saying? All through like middle school and high school and stuff. That was my show, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. I
So
say Dragon Ball and Gundam. I'm a huge mech. I love mech anime. Like I watch that. I'll be just clicking on it because they got a robot in the dang on cover art. I'm like, yeah, that looks like an interest. Let me go give it a shot.
I
So
could never get into the robot Jones, bro. I
man,
don't know why. I just couldn't get into it.
I'm so deep, and I can tell you why I do. I don't know. I don't maybe because I like Transformers when I was younger too. I think I'm just like the robots just got me. Beast Wars, Transformers, like all of that, and then watch Gundam Wing, the original Gundam series, Gundam Fighter, and after that, I'm like, yeah, I like robots. I'm in it. Put me
Yeah.
down.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's cool. Maybe I just didn't give it enough of a chance. But I like watching humans struggle, and I feel like watching a human, like, cause all in all the anime stuff that we just mentioned, it's usually like a person overcoming their limits to do something greater than they thought they could do, right?
Yeah.
And then when I'm watching a mech joint, it don't give me the same vibe because it's a machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the person will be making all the noises and stuff, but I'm like, you still just operating a machine. Like you're not doing nothing.
You're not doing
And
the heavy lifting. The robot
yeah,
is.
like you're not really doing nothing to like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the machine. Like, are you giving the machine energy now? Like I don't understand. I don't know. It just lost me. So I never really got into it.
I feel you. I think that's what makes some of the Gundam series is actually instead of them piloting it, is they're infused with it. So
Okay.
they do what you do with the suit, so you feel the pain when you lose an arm. Your arm basically, I won't say it comes off, but it makes it look like it hurts a lot. So that one
Okay.
was cool. But have you ever seen Code Geass?
No, I never seen that.
Now they do a good job of using mechs, but it's like Death Note, where it's still a strategic battle the real fight is a strategy, but the way he be using these people, they
Uh-huh.
be getting mocked up.
All right, I gotta check that joint out then. I gotta check that joint out. I'm here for the strategy.
Yo, he definitely he's great, but if you care about people's lives, he ain't for you, dog. Oh man. Hey, so look, I didn't use up plenty of your time today. I feel like we're having a great time, but I told you I won't go hold you forever. So can you tell us what's on the horizon? What's a show, a movie, what you looking forward to next up?
All right, the first thing that came to mind is Nope by Jordan Peele
Oh, for sure.
coming out. Jordan Peele track record with movies so far is I'm a big fan, bro. Get Out is one of my favorite movies.
Hmm.
What was the second one? Us.
Yeah.
Us was okay. Us was okay. It's a nice little sophomore follow up. And now Nope. I can't wait for Nope to come out
Can't wait. I'm with you
because
on that.
everybody know in a horror movie, how many times you watch a horror movie, right? And you see
Mhm.
somebody do something, and as a black person, you're like, Nope,
Nope.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
do that.
that's what I love about it. But
Nope.
that's gonna be the best part because I know he's gonna use these same tropes. Funny enough, I'm calling them tropes because they're things that we know black people don't do that they do in the movies.
Right.
I'm like, I can't wait to see him when they showed the trailer, and I'm sure they patched it together, but they showed that the UFO tornado, and she look out the window and she like, nope. And I'm like,
Yep.
exactly, bro. I'm not going to investigate. It's over for me. I'm not going out there.
The strange stuff over there, I'm going over here.
Exactly, man. And I'm like, I can't wait to see it all come together by somebody who know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I like him. He's a big horror movie fan. Like I found that out when because we reviewed Get Out and Us, so we did a little research on him. He's a big horror movie fan, and his production company is called Monkey Paw. And I don't know if you know anything about the idea of the monkey paw, but it's an old horror movie
It's like,
thing.
is it a bad luck charm or something? It's
It's not really sort of. It's like it's one of those things where you get a wish for every finger on the monkey paw, but it's a twisted wish. Like you make a
oh,
wish
they
for
did. I
something
seen that in the movie.
and
Okay, I remember
it
that.
corrupts it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and like it's just an old school thing, and I like that. Like his production company is named after something that's like it's not super well known, but it's something super ingrained into that genre. You know what I mean? So he's definitely a big fan, and like it shows. It really shows in his
Yeah,
work. So that's one of the movies I'm super excited about. Um, what else am I excited about? Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible coming out next year, 2023,
another one. Jeez, Tom, you
part
lost
one.
everybody. And like, hey, he lost everybody. Who else? What else going on, Tom?
The OG team back. Ving Rhames is back. Simon Pegg, I think his name is. He's coming back. It looks crazy. It looks crazy.
All right, man. I guess if 007 can still do it, I guess Mission Impossible can still run it.
Listen, I don't know if this might be a controversial thing, but I think I like Mission Impossible over 007.
The new 007s for sure. Absolutely. The newer ones, I'm not. It's not as cool with he ain't using no cool gadgets. His cars ain't blowing up other people's cars as much.
Did you see the last one?
What's up?
Did you see the last one that came out earlier this year?
We did not because we got to watch. My wife wants to watch all of them in series. And so she's missing one. And so I'm not gonna watch the newest one until she watched the one right before that one. The one before the newest one is the only one we missing so far.
Okay.
We got the
last one was a nice little tie up to the. It was nice. It was really good.
Okay, that's good. Good stuff. Then we're gonna be on it. So that's the next thing y'all gonna review on NWA?
We want to hit Thor at some point soon, but that also just got delayed. I just found out this morning I got COVID, like symptom free, but I have it, so now I'm quarantined for like 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Which sucks, but it is what it is.
I heard so now, a lot of people.
Yeah. So it's just pushing things back a little bit, but I did want to talk about Thor because the movie was. I'm not going to say nothing. The movie was pretty good, and then I have things I want to talk about it. Nope. It's a few things that's coming out this year that I'm really excited about. I can't wait for this Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out. Even though I'm not hearing really good things about it, I still want to see it.
I do too. I do. I want to see it, and I only bang with Super as much as I used to because, like I said, I'm big on like techniques and whatnot, and I'm pretty much over the power up and rapid punches and then call it a day.
No, that's fair. Now I noticed that in Super they try to give you a little more. Like it's a little bit different.
They do.
They try to give you a little more, but if you like hand to hand anime, I think one of the best ones out right now, mainstream, is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was great. And that was a great watch too. That was a really, really fun watch. It's short, but I think they, like you said, you got the movie, so I got to catch up on the movie. But it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, the movie was good. I don't know how necessary it is. I think it introduced you to a character I think they're going to have in season 2. But it's really just kind of a nostalgia fest to show you like, who these people were. Because you meet these people and you're like, oh, they're like strong, but you see why. Like you get to see a lot of people you don't see fight in the show, fight in the movie.
Funny enough, that's one of my complaints about I'm tail spinning here. I'm actually absolutely crashing what I thought we were about to wrap it up. The Naruto or Boruto, when they show everybody from Naruto now as like elderly people who don't really throw their hands as much, I'm like, bro, y'all went from the top of your class. I mean, y'all were clearly young adults at the end of Naruto Shippuden, ready to take over the world. Then we skip like 20 years of y'all handling all the work, and we come back, and then y'all old and getting mopped up. I'm like, bro, give me something in between.
Right.
I just feel like they missed the opportunity. Not saying they missed it because they can always do like a in between series later or whatever. But that would have been nice.
Nah, it definitely would have been nice. Like, because you don't want to see your favorite character go from like top tier to no tier. What happened?
Yeah, cats are getting blown on. Like, oh, like wait.
Like, didn't you fight Madara?
I swear you was in there. You was in the mix, right? and it goes back to, and this goes back to writing. When Naruto was on, the old people in the village still was throwing hands.
Yep.
Now we moved to Boruto, and now they didn't just like, hey, if you old, you suck. Now we gonna focus on these kids, and these kids gonna just run the world. And I'm like, y'all could have gave them a shot, man. Like, give them a little something.
But was it? Well, I don't know what the age limit because I don't watch Boruto. It looks. I've seen clips from it, and it's just not. I don't know. I never really gave it a chance. But I do know, like in Naruto, it was the young adults that was doing all the fighting. Like you talking about, like Kakashi and Guy and
Even
Asuma. I think his
yeah,
name is.
yeah, they were, but even they were old enough to like, cause Awesome, like he was out here having a kid by the time he died. You know, he was an
Yeah,
adult. He was
right.
smoking cigarettes on the backside, got a beard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it the same tier or like these people older than that? Like,
No, they older than that.
ah,
Yeah,
damn.
they're older than what their senseis were like when they were kids. Like,
Ain't Guy Sensei in a wheelchair in Boruto?
yeah, yeah, he in a wheelchair. He got wrinkles on his. They man, they age these cats up super hard.
Dang.
Kakashi got a head full of gray hair. I'm like, boo.
Dang. You hate to see your heroes go, bro.
Hate to see your heroes go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all good. All right. So, like we were saying, we're gonna wrap this up. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at.
You can find us pretty much anywhere. We on Spotify, Apple Music, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts at, we're there. Give us a look. It's the NWA Podcast, THENWA Podcast. Sometimes it's no spaces. I don't know, but that's how you find us. We just nerds with assessments, trying to, tell you what's good to watch, what's not good to watch, or whatever. Come argue with us, whatever.
Yeah, come argue, but interact. I'm telling you.
Right. I mean, if we wrong, let us know we wrong. We'll tell you you're wrong, but
Big facts. Hey, and don't y'all worry about it. I'm gonna get the handles from Teddo over here. I'm gonna post it in the description. I'll make sure I'll post on IG, the Facebook. Y'all gonna know where to find these people. Don't you worry too much about it. Make sure to hook them up, and we're gonna make sure to keep in contact. We need to check up on a new movie or whatever. I know who to reach out to.
oh, absolutely, bro, absolutely.
Easy enough. If anything, we can bring you back for the other half of the show for the culture. We can give you some general entertainment news.
Okay.
Whatever scandals going on and around the world.
Okay. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good.
Easy enough. So appreciate y'all for tuning in for this first episode of For the Culture Blerds Corner. I'm gonna get a sound effect. Don't you worry about it. I'll figure it out. Once again, it's my man Teddo with NWA Podcast. It's your boy Jig Mark Perry. We out. Peace.